So I thought today we'd do something a little bit different. I want to try a new challenge, the Home Magazine to Sims 4 Build Challenge. So I've got a Home Magazine here, and we're going to be inspired by what's in it and build whatever random page we turn to. And we're not going to use custom content today because I've been promising you guys some no CC builds. Shout out to the console players. Random page, what we gonna get, what we gonna get? Okay, this is the cutest tiny home I have ever seen. This is what we're gonna be building today, folks. And it is so cute. Before we get into this tiny home cottage build, let's give a shout out to our sponsor. Today's video is sponsored by Casetify, and I'm a big fan. But the reason why I love them is because they have a library of so many beautiful and gorgeous designs, ranging from curated designs like this one and also designs that you can personalize. I love this one. This one's my favorite. The other reason why I love their cases is because they are really high quality phone cases. They also have other accessories as well, but the Impact and Ultra Impact have drop protection for up to 9.8 feet, which is, I think, 3 meters. The Impact and Ultra Impact cases are made up of 65% of recycled and plant-based materials. This particular case, I think is so adorable. This case is 100% compostable, 100% non-toxic, non-hazardous, and they feature Defensify, an antimicrobial coating killing 99% of bacteria. You can save 15% on your favorite phone case by going to casetify.com/deligracy. This case I completely personalized, and I chose this fun mirrored case to print it on. This one's a ticket that I personalized to New York because I love New York. Thank you again, Casetify. I hope you enjoy the video. Now, how good is that? 15% off your favorite phone case. www.casetify.com/deligracy. Okay, so back to our little tiny home. This is what we're building. It's very cute. And the interior is very I'm gonna say it looks very vintage and farmy. Here's some other rooms. So we've got dark floorboards, white walls, panels. It's very rustic. All right, well, let's get into it, shall we? Let's not waste another moment. Also, I'm really curious to hear from you guys what you think about the background situation, as in not using a green screen. Because in our new place, I don't know if I should have a green screen or a background. So let me know in the comments down below. So the tiny home I saw is actually a shed on the property, and then the main house is separate. Okay, it feels really weird being in this top end of the screen, so I'm sorry if it scares you guys. Okay, so it's kind of hard to tell by the picture because I don't really show the whole house, but it looks like it's got kind of a single story setup with a pitched roof in the middle. Suppose that comes out a bit more. I actually think that the shed is a little guest house, so I think that'll be really nice. I just wish they had the floor plans in this magazine. I love seeing floor plans. Also, this is super random, but I was eating raw green cabbage today with just apple cider vinegar on it, and it was the tastiest thing ever. I just let it sit for a while with the apple cider because apparently it can upset your digestion a bit, but so far so good. Okay, so I think it's this kind of deal. And it's also on a stilted foundation. I love these old outback Australiana homes. They're just so cool. It would definitely be a dream of mine to get some country land somewhere and do one of these up. But I know practically speaking, it just wouldn't work for me right now. This is foundation from Snowy Escape. Again, I'm not using any custom content in this build. Because it's good to have a healthy balance between the two. And then this is wood that is very rustic looking. I think this is probably the best color because it is brown. I think that's the closest we'll get. And then corrugated iron is huge in Australia. Corrugated iron is everywhere. I would love, I just really want an Australiana pack now. Just be so cool. I feel like this corrugated iron is probably the most rustic. Oh, actually we could use this one. This one's more rustic looking. So this was from Island Paradise. Island Paradise? Oh my god, I can't remember the names of the packs. I keep thinking Island Paradiso, but that was Sims 3. Okay, now, seriously, I just want to get a little holiday house in the country. Oh my gosh. Okay, one thing at a time. That'd be so cooler. Okay, so in the picture, the deck's actually quite small with a double door here. I don't know how that's gonna translate in The Sims 4. It has steps like this. Has some really nice basic rustic railing. And I actually love how they've kept it. It's so authentic. It's what it would have used to look like. This light brown color is pretty good. Sometimes like you use packs for different builds that you would have never expected those packs to work for that kind of build. Like this is a Australiana dairy farm build utilizing Snowy Escape items and like items from Sulani as well and Jungle Adventure. You know, they're just working. I might actually go this darker color. Oh, but this one looks so good. It's just a bit patchy here. Oh, this is interesting. So this does have an overhang. So we'll push that out there. They have these beautiful double white doors that are really quite tall. Like I'm even considering, do we go up a size for this? I think we should. They're kind of like white French doors. I'm actually really struggling to find something that works. Maybe we just go with a Seasons door. I mean, it's not the same, but it's kind of similar. I kind of need a matching Get Famous door to put here. Oh, hold on. I actually think this is the back door. And then the front door is like a fancy stained glass vintage door. Well, we are just gonna have to get creative, folks. Yes. And actually the steps leading up to the front door go up like this. Which, I mean, I like both. Well, maybe for this door, we use a Strangerville one because it does have a bit of stained glass on it. Like this one. Not convinced it fully goes with the house in The Sims. But, you know, once it's finished and once we have greenery, it will always look a lot better. And then they also managed to have like a bay window in the kitchen. This one kind of looks a bit rustic. It's a really beautiful, like, bottle green bay window. Also, I'll put the pictures on the screen so you can screenshot them. So then if you want to refer to what I'm talking about, instead of me taking up half the screen, you can just look on your phone or computer or whatever. Oh, maybe we can use this big bay window. This one's from Laundry Day. I mean, it's all a little bit higgledy-piggledy, isn't it? But I think that's what the build's all about. Like, it's cute. No idea what the layout is. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that the spandrels are kind of running a little bit like this. What's going on here? What you doing there, wall? Oh, I see what you've done here, silly duffer. Do you ever speak to your game like it's a pet? You're like, oh, what have you done, you silly duffer? And it's like, dude, it's a game. Let's just rustic it up. I think the most beautiful home ever, like the most beautiful home in the world, would be made from something old into something new. Like, I feel like you can build beautiful new houses, but there's nothing that beats like keeping things that have aged and that are old. Like, there'll always be some kind of beauty to that, in my opinion. Or do you guys think that's not the case? And you would think a house is more beautiful built brand new without any history to it. Okay, I think this is kind of a good layout because then we'll have a kitchen over here, a bathroom, we'll kind of put a lounge in. We'll just make it work. I love the walls in this home because the walls have those line details on them. And I think those were originally there to do something to do with paintings. Is that right? I remember my friend in high school telling me that. We don't really have the same walls in the game. Like, we have this kind of a thing, which just isn't right. This is way too industrial. The lines are going the wrong way. Love this, but it's not quite right. I mean, the closest thing I'm thinking is probably Get Famous, like the studio walls. These ones, but they would have to be in like full white color. Actually, that would be really nice if there's a CC creator who made these like all white and then like pastel colors. That'd look really good. Hello, anyone who makes CC out there. There's also a staircase in here, so it must go up to, you know what? I have no idea where that staircase goes. Maybe up into the pitched roof. Oh, there's also these actually, but these are all like really muddy colors. I'm just gonna use some of this lighting as feature walls, you know, have a bit of fun, have a bit of a laugh. Then we have really nice flooring, old rustic hardwood flooring. This is actually pretty good. This is from the Sulani pack. Oh man, I really wish these doors didn't have the mail slots on them or otherwise had versions of it without it, because they'd be such beautiful interior doors. I might go with these ones because they look a little bit cottagey. Also, if you want to get a perfect picket fence, you need the backyard stuff pack. I think that's the backyard stuff pack with the drink icon. That's where you're gonna get this picket fence from. Like, I feel like this picket fence should have been definitely base game, because this comes in handy a lot of the time. And the thing with farmland like this that's a little bit rustic, you don't have to be like perfect with making the fence symmetrical, you know? Because depending where you live, a lot of the time land isn't actually divided in like a basic square. In some areas, of course, but not everywhere is my point. They also have a really stunning awning with flowers on it. I think we have one from Get Together. Here it is, the Straight Tellin'. There we go. It's just a little bit short, but that's okay because what we can do is a sneaky little cover up. Sometimes you just gotta be a little sneaky in life. You learned that from your Aunt Delster. I'm gonna put some hedging around. Gonna make it look a little organic. And you know what? They don't even have a path. It's just grass. And then I really want to build the tiny home out the back because it's just so cute. And it's a very basic L shape by the looks of it. Has a nice deck area. Again, we want to raise it off the ground. I'm just gonna use the same foundation. And this I absolutely love because it's all corrugated iron, which is so like Australian, typical what you'd see kind of in the outback or in a rural area. I mean, obviously other places in the world use corrugated iron, but there's just a lot in these rural, like old cottages and stuff like that. It's actually got a white painted balustrade. This awning is very handy because it just matches this wallpaper perfectly, which is interesting because this wallpaper is from Strangerville. I really love how it has a super pointy roof on it. Like the pitch is very pointed, probably about there. Maybe a little bit more pointy. I'll put this roof over on this side, lower it down, connect the two. We actually stayed in one of these old farmhouses when we drove to Sydney. Well, it was ages ago now. It was so funny because we literally drove at nighttime through a paddock of cows. And we were like, should we be driving through here? And they're like, yeah, just mind the cows, you'll be fine. And we're like, okay. And Bowser, our dog, was having the time of his life looking at all the cows and listening to them. He was so excited. And we're like, right. Also, this is the one time where this really thick roof is actually realistic for this build. I'm also gonna peek it out a little bit at the end just so we can fully see it there. Oh my gosh. You know, the good part of The Sims 4 being out for so long is that we actually have quite a good selection of things now to pick from. This is a little different, but I thought this would be a nice little feature window having it curved. I don't know, I just feel like it's nice. Just do some windows around the place. It's also got like the same wallpaper in it as well. So in this part of the house, the bed's actually pushed up against the wall. And all the furniture looks like it's been found, it's vintage, or it's been in the family home for a long, long time. And I really love that every piece looks like it tells a story. And I don't know if they just took the curtains off for the photo shoot, but there's no curtains in this place, which would drive me personally mad because I'm not someone who wants to be woken up by sunlight. Actually, you know what? In some ways I would love that, but I don't think my lifestyle really supports that, unfortunately. Oh, and they have beautiful like pressed flower artwork on the walls. Oh, I wish we had that. I mean, we could go to buy-debug mode. And debug mode, we can find a few handmade things, like these wall displays. Oh, but they won't have anything on them. I guess we can always get one from the gallery. I'm just gonna search for cross stitch in rooms on the gallery and hopefully someone's made a whole room with them all over the wall. Oh my gosh, well, there's plenty here. Oh wow, people have uploaded custom ones too. Okay, here's a whole heap of the cross stitch patterns from in-game. And I'm just gonna kind of put them above the bed. Man, cottage living was such a good pack, like seriously. Yay, cute. There's also really cool bobs in this, like really cool. Because it's such a small space, at least in the tiny home part, we'll just kind of try and squeeze everything in. And we gotta clutter it up, baby. We like the clutter in this build. Okay, what should I put in this corner? Oh, that's way too big. Also, the toilet's behind a half wall, which I'm kind of living for. I love it. Gonna have a little bit of fun and do a little bit of blue paneling in here, even though it's not in the actual house. Like a little bit of fun, you know? Have an old school light in here. Gorgeous. It's really handy because it's actually a farmhouse style category. So we can just go to this and enjoy using their suggestions. Oh my gosh, we have to put this outside. Oh, it's so cute. I don't think I've ever seen this item. Oh my gosh, I love it. Oh, this is very farmhouse. This is definitely the kind of thing that's in this house. Let's have a little bit of fun with some dark blue paneling in here as well. Ooh, the red's fun. Doesn't really suit the coloring of the house though in the magazine, so I won't do that. Yes. I love how there's cauldrons in farmhouse because everyone who lives in a farmhouse has a cauldron. I don't know. They said it, not me. I kind of like the idea of having an outdoor sink as well. Not sure why, but I just feel like it's something that could definitely exist here. Yes, we have all of the new colors and swatches of this iconic base game counter. Get a fun cooker. Maybe the blue. I'll go my favorite swatch. I feel like we do need some stone here because wouldn't this wood be an issue? Although you can get concrete like tongue and groove slats. So actually I think that could work. Also this shelf isn't fitting in. Oh yes it is. Definitely getting this classic fridge. You know what? The counters will go dark with. Get a chook up here. I so wish this was functional. I feel like a CC creator has made it functional. I could be wrong though, but I feel like they might have. Ooh, this looks like such a comfy chair. Like it just looks like the best chair to sit on. A nice little dining table in the middle. Okay, I think this looks really cute. Maybe that's not quite right. Maybe we can put like a couple over here. Oh, actually the only thing that's missing that I feel like we really need in here would be a bookshelf, or at least a spot where your Sims can grab some books from. We can put that there. So at least they can, you know, do something. But I think that's really sweet. I love this wall in here. Okay, now that we've done the tiny house, we're gonna do the main house. We're kind of doing two builds in one. It's actually quite interesting because the flooring changes a little bit in the house, like the direction of it and also the type of flooring. And when I've done this in builds in the past, it's really interesting because a lot of you guys don't like it if I change the direction of the flooring like this. And it's funny because the reason why I do that sometimes is older homes that have been renovated and like walls pulled out, they may still have a different direction of flooring from the original room. So that's why I often kind of leave those kind of details in builds, because in my mind, it makes it feel more real to me. I feel like in the main house, we might be more likely to have some Victorian tiles. It's quite interesting in Australia because when the Brits settled here, they brought, you know, old Victorian traditional furnishing. So things from the Vampire Pack can actually work in this house. And we have a lot of like beautiful old Victorian homes in Australia as well. So in the bathroom, I'm doing something that I don't usually do. I'm taking the black featured pattern from this flooring and making the rest of the room black, just for something different. And also because I don't think I've seen this bathroom in the pictures, which is good because then we're left to do whatever we want. I definitely want to use this country looking kitchen. Maybe in the deep blue, just because I haven't used that one before. I think that's nice. Ooh, I just realized this bay window, which I absolutely love, is probably not gonna work here. And get something just a little different. Oh, I just realized what kind of cupboard the full length one is. Interesting. Oh my gosh, I just discovered the teal color. This is so nice, you guys. You know, teal's a really beautiful color. I feel like we don't see enough teal around. Or we could just go the brown and then introduce colors in the kitchen in other ways. There's a really cool old table that they used to work on in the middle. I don't really have anything similar in the game, but I suppose this kind of thing could work. A bit rustic looking, or like, that looks too new. Oh, this kind of thing could work. Also, the fridge sits just under here. And there's some light green or green accents that they continue to use all around the house. And they have those fantastic classic like milk farm lights or dairy farm lights, the green ones. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but we definitely don't have them in The Sims 4. This would be the closest. I mean, that color looks really good in here because we can still use these to get that color across. I mean, this is a pretty cool kitchen. Cool kitchen! Oh my gosh. What's the name of the stuff bag? Okay, then this would be the dining area. I actually ended up taking out the window here because I just feel like it didn't make sense having it above the stove in this house. So I'll just put a tree there. The art of covering you up. Covering you up. The art of covering up, you guys. Actually, I think I'll go with this brick. I don't know how realistic it is to have brick in here. Like, it looks good, but I don't know what would actually be in the home because they seem to have just heaps of wood. I love that in the dining room, they have mismatched chairs and they have an old school piano. It's nice they have a tablecloth over the table. Kind of old school. These mismatched chairs. Oh, what did I just do? Looks so good. I love those chairs together. I'm not really sure about this blind. Maybe more neutral colors. Sometimes it's hard to say. So I don't know why this wall keeps going black. Like what are you unhappy about here? Is it the lighting? I don't know. The walls just decided to go black. Oh my gosh, there's no lounge. Oh dear. What we might have to do is take this out, put this here, and maybe the lounge can be like here on this wall. I mean, we don't have to do the TV thing. We can just have like a nice sitting area on mushroom. Trippy. And do we need this? We probably don't need this now. Ooh, and we can use the screen to kind of give the illusion this is another room. Want this to look like an old vintage chair, you know? We could put this painting on top of here, and this is like a hallway lounge room. I mean, it's a little strange, but yeah, I feel like it would suit some gameplay. Okay, so that's our little lounge area. And then last of all, we have the bedroom. I thought it would be kind of cool to have a fireplace inset here. And then I say we just go for like a country looking bed. I'm thinking like wrought iron style, like this one. This one's a classic country bedspread. I really want the black frame with the blue. Perfect. Ooh, we can move this across. We love a mismatched bedside table, right? Ooh, we'll get like a beautiful old leather chair maybe. We can put that in front of the fire here. And then this one can go with it. It's nice. This wall can be a feature black wall. I know what it is. Black walls just look really good in farmhouses. Maybe it's because it's a little bit industrial. I just feel like it works. You can have this lady. This is like their mom or grandmother. And I feel like that looks really good. I mean, what do you think, you guys? Okay, so this is our old dairy farm that's been converted into a beautiful farmhouse. So cute. The vines aren't really very Australian, but I feel like in The Sims they look good. This is the back of it and the little house at the back as well. It's like a little granny flat or a teenager can live in there. Of course, you could have a roommate. Let's go inside. So it's pretty unique when you walk in. There's a lot going on. You know, I think it's really cool. This is our very rustic kitchen. I mean, it's very different to the magazine, but it's a little bit hard to recreate that in The Sims without using custom content. But I think it does capture kind of the general gist of the home. Also, I don't know why I have a light on top of the painting. Love these chairs. Then we have our little lounge nook here. Interesting use of space. The master bedroom. Our Sim's already enjoying the little fireplace area. And then the bathroom. I think the bathroom's a little more stylish than any other room in the house. I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. And then the tiny home, you'll have to tell me which one you prefer. Love this kitchen in the tiny home. Love that feature wall. And then it's like a little studio. So you've got your bed, little dining table, sitting area. And then this little bathroom's pretty cool. Lots going on, but it kind of all comes together somehow. And that's it, you guys. So let me know what you thought of this, and I'll upload it to the gallery so you can download, look for my username Deligracy, also available for console. No custom content whatsoever, and it won't be tagged with custom content either. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you think of any other challenges, and thank you again to Casetify for sponsoring today's video. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye, guys.